Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Series. It's been a while, about 3 weeks approximately, since we last seen this group of racers on the racetrack. They might have been in some other series, but together here for the 410 series back before Christmas, back in that year that was 2020. We're now in 2021 and at Kokomo Speedway here for week number 5. Practice session going on at the moment. Hayden Cardwell currently has the quickest time with a 10.187. We're going to send it down trackside for our pre-race ceremony so that way we can get back for the end of practice and our quick time qualifying session. So we'll be back in just a moment.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We are back with our quick time qualifying session. You were looking at Kevin Click there for a minute. We'll go back up and take a look at a few of the cars going around the racetrack. That is Devin Butts that we are on right now at the moment. This is the Tim's Dirt Track Simulators qualifying session. I know for sure Tim Nichols is in because I think for about the 4th time this week, he's been the first one to comment in the chat. Thank you, Tim. Glad to have you always aboard with the Dirt Racing Network, supporting us here with your sponsorship and your viewership. We appreciate it. Logan Rumsey has the quickest qualifying time right now at 10.689. Gregory Lammy's in second. Cam Merriman in the 3rd place spot. There's Cam right there. Cars wrapping up. We have about 23 cars in the server. So we'll probably have a couple, well, definitely have a couple heat races and probably a B main. And then go on to our A main. Looks like everybody's kind of wrapping up. There's Nathan Davis right there, finishing his qualifying run. 18th fastest at 11.068. Kendall Tucker just went around 13th fastest. So I'll give you a little refresher while we're going to wrap up our qualifying session here. When we last came on Thursday nights before Christmas and the New Year, we were at Weed Sport, and it was Alex Bergeron going back to back to back. He's won the last 3 races we've had in the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. It was Tyler Schell coming up with a runner-up finish, and Gregory Lamy rounding out the podium. We'll see how they stack up here in week number 5 at Kokomo. Looks like Hayden Cardwell is going to come away with the Quick Time Award. Alex Bergeron puts himself up there third fastest at 6:10.670. We'll give you the top 10 here as we wrap it up. It's Hayden Cardwell, James Edens, Alex Bergeron, Logan Rumsey, Gregory Lamy, Cameron Merriman, Adam Elby, Austin Summelman, Tyler Schell, and Clayton Davies. The top 10 for qualifying. Going to get ready to go with heat race number 1 here just momentarily. All right, and here we go. We're getting ready for heat race number 1 to come out on the racetrack. Waiting for them to grid out. Here comes one of our drivers. We'll start the grid. They're going to start showing up here in a minute, but starting on the front row, your Quick Time Award winner, Hayden Cardwell, will start on the pole for the Waggy and Casey, the I-55 Lawyers, heat race number 1. Starting his outside, the 47 of Logan Rumsey. Row number 2 on the inside, the 74 of Adam Elby. To the outside, the 50 of Clayton Davies. Row number 3 on the inside, starting 5th for Schwindel Speed Labs from Mount Airy, North Carolina, the 00 of Kendall Tucker. To his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims, Ultimate Dirt TV, and Onyx Design from Plymouth, Wisconsin, the 80 of Joshua Stanky. And on the back row, starting 7th for Brent Marks Sim Team, Alkaline 88 from Ontario, Ohio, the 25 of Kevin Click. And rounding out heat race number 1 from Bismarck, North Dakota, the 47 of Devin Butts. Getting ready to go, 10 laps, 4 cars to the show. Ryan, thanks for checking in on the chat. Gene, glad to see Ernie Williams back out here. Yep, he will be running in one of the later heats. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Later heats. And I agree, Gene. Kendall Tucker's had some rough luck, whether it's here in the 410s or in some of the other series I've covered. He's due to get it going. We'll see if he can get it done tonight. Green flag ready to go. Hayden Cardwell in the 22 going to lead us to the green flag. Here comes Logan Rumsey on the inside. They're going to do battle along with Clayton Davies. Going to do battle here. Get a nice view. That is Hayden Cardwell up there on the top side. Logan Rumsey tucks into the 2nd spot. Adam Elby in the 3rd spot. Kendall Tucker tucks into the 4th spot. Working on lap 4 of 10 already. Let's look back here at Elby and Tucker because they're battling for that final transfer position. Elby in the 3rd spot. Kendall Tucker in the 4th spot. Oh, Tucker for some reason slowed up there coming out of 2. And Elby able to get back around him. Maybe that bottom line just not as fast as the top line. And I think that's what it is. You see Elby there just be able to get a better run out of turn 2. We got a battle for the lead. Hayden Cardwell getting some pressure from Logan Rumsey. Now it's settled down a little bit coming to 3 to go. As they went into turn 1 and 2 last time, Rumsey had a good run, but that top line is just so dominant right now. Anyone trying to use that bottom line just can't make it work. I mean, here's Adam Elby, and let's take a look. Kendall Tucker's falling way off. He's battling with Kevin Click. There goes Kendall Tucker into the wall. Gene, his luck's not going to turn around here in the heat race. He's going to have to go to a consolation race. White flag in the air. Hayden Cardwell on the backstretch, but he's got pressure. All of a sudden, Elby and Rumsey are there. Coming around, did they steal it? Yes, they did. Logan Rumsey will take the Waggy and Casey I-55 Lawyer Heat Race #1 win Adam Elby will come across in second. Hayden Cardwell will come across in third. And Kevin Click will come across in the final transfer position. We'll get ready for heat race number 2, getting ready to show up on the racetrack. I don't know where those guys came from at the end of that heat race, but they stole it from Hayden Cardwell, who had dominated that whole heat race number 1. We'll get ready for heat race number 2, brought to us by Wicked Cushion Esports, starting on the front row. In the pole position, the 52 of James Edens to his outside for Team SSR Elite. School of Sim Racing from Birdsboro, Pennsylvania, the 99 of Gregory Lammy. Row number 2 on the inside for Tony Stewart Racing, Simmelman Sim Racing, Scott King's Design, 19 Designs, and Tony Stewart Racing, the 18 of Austin Simmelman. To his outside, the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. Row number 3, the 331 of Dustin Hall, and to his outside for Casey's General Store from Des Moines, Iowa, the 7 of Jason Randolph. Row number 4 on the inside for Black Diamond Motorsports, UDTV, 19 Design, and Tim Sims from Sellersburg, Indiana, the 36 of Nathan Davis, and on the outside, the 13 of Andrew Hauser, and we are green flag racing here in heat race number 2. Out front early, it's James Edens and Austin Simmelman in the 18 machine. Running the top side, that is Gregory Lammy. Almost 3 wide here, coming to the start-finish line. Lammy almost getting together with Edens there. Ernie Williams holds on to the final transfer position right there in the 4th spot. Dustin Hall in the 1 machine trying to run him down. Jump back up front. Simmelman still trying to stay with the 52 of Edens. Lammy trying to still run that top side that we saw so dominant in heat race number 1. Ooh, Edens gets a little sideways there through 1 and 2. Here comes Lammy to the top side. He's going to have a run that he carries all the way in through 3 and 4. He's going to go around both of them from 3rd to 1st in a half a lap. Gregory Lammy leads that one. Here he comes with a run down the backstretch again. He's your new race leader. Simmelman has got around Edens. Edens from 1st to 3rd and 4 laps to go. Edens going to try to dive it back down on the bottom here in 1 and 2. Simmelman going to look to the inside again. Lammy on that outside line. We're starting to pull away just a little bit. We're going to keep an eye on Simmelman and Edens here. They're battling for the 2nd and 3rd spot. Let's go back because Jason Randolph and Dustin Hall have got around Ernie Williams Jr. Ernie's gone from 4th now to 6th. Oh, he gives... That was Dustin Hall a little bump there. I don't know if that was... It just accidentally got together or what that was. A little bit of contact, and Hall ends up getting moved up a little bit, right? Rubbin's racing. Here comes Gregory Lammy. He's going to come around and take the Wicked Cushion Esport heat race win. James Edens, Austin Simmelman, and Jason Randolph going to go with them to the show. That'll wrap up heat race number 2. Fast-paced action here at Kokomo to start the night. All right, heat race number 3, getting ready on the racetrack. This will be our final heat race of the night. And this one, I'm excited for because there's going to be some good competition in this heat race right here. And we'll show you what I mean in just a second, because starting on the front row, your 3-peat race winner here in the series, Alex Bergeron, going to try to go for the 4-peat tonight. To his outside, a man that has dominated this league earlier this year, from Dayton, Ohio, the 010 of Cameron Merriman. Row number 2 on the inside for Elbows Up Sim Sport, Fairway Mortgage, BS Air, and Catch Fence Apparel from Millersburg, Pennsylvania. Another big-time factor and front runner here in the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series, the 85 of Tyler Schell. To his outside for Elbows Up Sim Sport, Roofco Wicked Energy from Franklin, Pennsylvania, the 21 of Braden Eiler. Route number 3 for Swindell Speed Labs, Esports, Fast 4 Media, and JST. From Loomis, California, starting 5th will be the 5 of Rusty Kruger. To the outside for Brent Marks Racing Sim Team, Maps Auto Supply, and Wicked Cushion. From Farmington, Minnesota, the 15 of Michael Sheridan. And on the back row for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Simstyles BMRS from Pittsburgh, Indiana, the 1 of Mason Hannigan. This field is absolutely stacked. There's only 4 cars that can transfer, and every single one of the 6 in here, or 7 in here, are front runners at some time or another, whether in this series or in another one of our DSRL series. This one's going to be fun to sit back and watch and call, because it's going to be a hotly contested battle. Bergeron out front already. Cameron Merriman, Braden Eiler battling for the 2nd and 3rd spot, and Tyler Schell back here in 4th hanging on. That's Rusty Kruger, Mason Hannigan, and Michael Sheridan in 5th, 6th, and 7th. This could be a preview to what we're going to see the rest of the night. Alex Bergeron out in front of Cameron Merriman. Oh, into the wall goes Braden Eiler. Tyler Schell going to be able to jump up to the 3rd spot. Eiler able to regain it. He's going to hold on to the 4th position for the time being. Let's go look back at Rusty Kruger. Is he going to have a shot to come up here and challenge Eiler? He is there, maybe not in striking distance yet. I missed it again. I'm telling you, things are happening around the racetrack so fast. Cameron Merriman has got around Alex Bergeron. It's been a while. Week 1, Cam Merriman won the opening round of the series. Since then, Alex Bergeron has been the man to chase down. Can Cameron Merriman put a stop to the 3-peat and get his 2nd feature win tonight? Well, he's out front of Bergeron here in the heat race. We're on the backstretch fence now, looking at it. Bergeron with a slider. Can't make it work. Into 3 and 4. White flag in the air. Cameron Merriman is going to come around and take the Edmond Trophy Company Heat 3 race win. Bergeron, Schell, and Eiler going to advance to the feature. Kruger, Hannigan, and Sheridan. Their night is going to be done. Oh, we're just going to take everybody to the show, I guess. So we are not going to have a B main. We're going to go straight to the A main. That means we're going to have our pole dash up here on the racetrack. We should have about 6 cars coming to us. These would be the top cars from each of the heat races. So we got Logan Rumsey. Looks like he's ready to come out. He's sitting there on pit road. There he is right there. James Edens, Adam Elby, Gregory Lamy. 4 of the 6. Should say we're taking at least 6. Still waiting to see who else is going to come. Alex Bergeron, and should be Cam Merriman. There he is. There's Cam. All right, here we go. See how they're going to line up. Looks like Edens is on the outside of row number 1. Bergeron going to go to the inside, start on the pole position. Then we're going to have Elby on the inside of row 2 with Cam Merriman. Lamy with Rumsey on the 3rd row. We're going to go 6 laps to decide the starting order. Getting ready to go green flag racing here with our Scott King Design pole dash. Green flag in the air. Away we go. Alex Bergeron out front. Going to try to hold off the other 5 cars to get the pole dash win. He got it last week. Tyler Schell won it the week previous. If Bergeron could hold on, this would be his 3rd pole dash win of the season in the 410 series. He's out front right now. Cameron Merriman in the 2nd spot. And it's Edens in 3rd. Rumsey and Edens battling. Oh no, there's Rumsey battling with Elby for the 4th and 5th spot. Alex Bergeron has took off here in the pole dash. He's gone. He's checked out. Cameron Merriman trying to hold off Edens for that 2nd spot. We're going to keep an eye on this battle. So we're wrapping up pretty quickly here. Uh-oh, Cam might be making a run to the top side here. He's gaining some ground on your leader, Alex Bergeron. That top line, you can really get a run. We got to be coming to the close, though. There it is. So it's Bergeron, Merriman, Edens, Elby. And then Rumsey and Lammy. And we're going to get set for our warm-up session. So while we do that, we're going to go take a minute to thank a few of our sponsors. And when we come back, we will have our feature event on the racetrack. Take your dirt sim racing to the next level by joining the best sim racing community online today. At the School of Sim Racing, you can learn to drive and set up your car like a pro, with a ton of free trainings and free setups for sprint cars, late models, midgets, and more. It's the perfect place to get your dirt sim racing on the right track. Visit schoolofsimracing.net to learn more today. Practice session or warm-up session commencing. And we got Bergeron, Merriman, Edens, Elby, Lammy, and Rumsey, the top 6. Well, that could have been due to their pole dash that they ran the fastest time in the pole dash. So we're going to get set here for the feature. This will be the Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw feature. See how many laps. So usually about 33. 3 of those will be pace laps to reset the order for the feature, based on our pole dash. And we will give you the lineup for our feature. Remember, the first 3 rows are going to be redone based on the pole dash results, which Alex Bergeron will be your pole sitter. Cameron Merriman will start on the outside of row number 1. James Edens will start on the inside of row number 2. And Adam Elby will start on the outside of row number 2. And in the 3rd row, Logan Rumsey and Gregory Lammy. So we'll skip through these 3. Get to our 4th row on the inside, starting 7th, will be the 22 of Hayden Cardwell. The outside, in the 8th position, the 18 of Austin Simmelman. Row number 5, starting 9th on the inside, the 85 of Tyler Schell. To the outside, the 25 of Kevin Click will start 10th. Row number 6 on the inside will be the 7 of Jason Randolph. To the outside, starting 12th, the 21 of Braden Eiler. Row number 7 on the inside, starting 13th, the 80 of Joshua Stanky. And to the outside, the car starting 14th will be the 91 of Ernie Williams. Row number 8 on the inside, starting 15th, the 5 of Rusty Kruger. To the outside, starting 16th, the 47 of Devin Butts. Row 9, starting on the inside, the 36 of Nathan Davis. Starting outside 18th, the 1 of Mason Hannigan. Starting 19th, the 50 of Clayton Davies. And starting 20th, the 31 of Dustin Hall. Remember, they're going to do a reset here, so we're going to continue with the grid, even though it says we are going green. Starting 21st will be the 51 or the 15 of Michael Sheridan, and to the outside the 00 of Kendall Tucker, and rounding it out in the back the 13 of Andrew Hauser. Man, I was struggling today with the grid. I promise I don't have dyslexia. Just trying to rush through it and pay attention to too many different things. They're going to do the 4 wide salute here for the fans. Hopefully we can all get back to the racetrack here soon. But for now, we'll settle for the virtual salute to the fans. We're going to go 40 green flag laps. Short track here at Kokomo, so laps click off quickly. So we're going to add a few more to the total. When we go come around next time, we're going to go green flag racing. They're going to get the order set. Get everybody lined back up. We're going to keep an eye on your front row. Alex Bergeron, Cam Merriman, Edens Elby, Rumsey Lammy. Getting ready to go green flag racing once again. Feature is about ready. The Wicked Energy Gum Week 5 from Kokomo is green here for the feature. Alex Bergeron on the throttle. Going to lead us down into 3 and 4. It's going to be a longer feature than we're used to. 40 green flag only laps. Bergeron out front. Cameron Merriman in second. They've already pulled away from the rest of the field. Here's Adam Elby back here in a 3-wide battle with Hayden Cardwell and James Eden. It is chaos around this racetrack, especially farther back in the field. Here's that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Cars coming through. There's Tyler Schell making his way onto the camera. Right now it's Edens and Elby battling it out, but Hayden Cardwell is there as well. Let's take a look back here. Here's another good battle. Look at that. 3, almost 4 wide. You got Rumsey, Lammy, Shell, Simmelman, Lammy, Eiler, Stanky, all in here in one capacity or another trying to battle it out. There are so many cars all over the racetrack. It's hard to tell what's going on. All I know is your front 2 have pulled away. Now your front 4 are trying to break away. Bergeron and Merriman have pulled away by a full corner, and they're already here on lap number 8 going to start to run into lap traffic. This is going to get quite interesting, and I'm excited to watch. We're going to go on board with Alex Bergeron here in about a lap to see how he's going to navigate this lap traffic. We'll keep an eye on the scoring when it presents itself. Adam Elby still trying to fight James Edens for that 3rd spot. We'll wait for them to get into some better lap traffic. There is Elby right there battling with James Edens for that 3rd spot, trying to get up on the podium. These two have been going at it since the green flag dropped. Hayden Cardwell's fell off the pace just a little bit. Logan Rumsey back here with Tyler Schell. Schell bumps the wall. Kind of surprised that Eiler, Schell, and Simmelman have not been able to move up at all. Let's go up here and look, because it looks like we may have a new race leader. Nope, just lost connection there for a second with your leader, and we're going to go on board with him right now because he is starting to have to navigate traffic. Here is Cameron Merriman. We'll watch Merriman for a minute. He's trying to follow Bergeron around and navigate this traffic. You see Bergeron get into the wall. We'll jump to Bergeron here in a minute, but we're going to watch with Cam Merriman for a lap or 2. Logan Rumsey still on the Logan Rumsey to the 3rd place spot now. Tyler Schell up to 4th. Just when I said I'm surprised he hasn't made his way up, there he is. And this is what I love about short tracks, and I love about when we can keep it green like this, is you're going to have to navigate stuff. And we'll jump up here now with Alex Bergeron. Here he's right on the back of a lapper. He's working, trying to get around Rusty Kruger in the 15th place position. Now he's looking after Kevin Click, and he's got Dustin Hall up there in front of him. They're already lapping up to the 14th place position. Oh, Cam Merriman coming in with a slider there. Almost halfway through our feature. Oh, Bergeron into the wall. Cam Merriman, did he just get turned? Nope, Merriman's still good. Is he your leader, though? Yes, he is. Let's get off this onboard and let's go figure out what's going on, because there's chaos all over the racetrack, and we have a caution. And I feel like I might have just jinxed Alex Bergeron. He was working on the lappers. Timing and scoring, trying to update here. Let's click on Bergeron. Let's go see what happened to him. We're on board, but I want to get the outside perspective of what exactly happened to that 12 machine. Might have to go back a little bit farther to actually see. Here he is trying to battle traffic. He's with Michael Sheridan right there. Might have to go back even farther. There's Tyler Schell. I don't know why we're on Schell all of a sudden. Oh, because we lost connection. There's Bergeron. Saw him get together with a lapper. Was it Kevin Click? No. The 10 car right here. That's not Cam Merriman. Bergeron gets a little loose. It's into the wall, comes down, collects the 10 car, and there you go. There's your caution. Gonna jump back up because we don't want to miss the restart. Got to go get with Cam Merriman now, though, because he is your race leader. So how about that? Alex Bergeron gonna have to battle from the back now. He's currently in the, trying to look for him, 16th position. Last car on the lead lap now. So Bergeron has some work cut out for him. I feel like it's kind of my bad, but I'm also not in charge of the driving. I'm just up here in the booth watching. So we'll see. For the 12 car to go back to back to back to back, he's got a long road ahead and winding laps. Under 20 laps left to go now. Cam Merriman starting to pull away and run away with this thing. Tyler Schell in the 5th position. Hayden Cardwell's got the 2nd spot now. James Edens in the 3rd spot with Adam Elby. They're still doing battle. Here comes Tyler Schell, trying to get up here for podium contention. We said thought he was kind of slow making his way up, but he's starting to come on a little bit here in the second half of the race. Gene, I don't want you to look now, but every once in a while you can see a flash of that 00 car. Kendall Tucker is driving his way up here. He's in the 8th position right now. Tyler Schell way sideways. That stacks everything up. And you see Kendall Tucker there make a run up into this group. Rumsey getting into Lammy there at the back of this 4-car pack. There's Kendall Tucker. He's just in that 8th place position, looking to try to get around these guys. If he could get all 4, he'd be 1 step off the podium. We're almost 10 laps away already from the finish. Things going by fast. Cameron Merriman out front. Don't have the intervals tonight, but he is well out in front in that 0-10 machine over Hayden Cardwell. Oh, no, he's not. Cardwell has caught him. Cam had pulled quite a gap, but as they start to encounter lap traffic now, we have a battle for the race lead. Cardwell has pulled up there with them. We're going to watch them for a minute. Coming to 10 to go this time. Hayden Cardwell and Cameron Merriman battling it out for the top spot on the podium. We're back here on the backstretch once again, watching these two go at it. Merriman might have got into the wall there coming out of 2 just a little bit. Oh, now Cardwell definitely gets into the wall in 3 and 4. He's going to ride it halfway down the front stretch. That's going to have him lose a little bit of ground to Merriman. Gives Merriman a little bit of breathing room for the time being. James Eden's in the 3rd spot, holding on to podium position. Tyler Schell a ways back and forth. Going to have to find something to get there. He bumps the wall again. Elby in 5th. Rumsey in 6th. Lamy in 7th. Eiler in 8th. Kendall Tucker back to 9th. So with coming to about 5 to go, 4.5 now. Things getting hot up front for the lead, but everything else behind has kind of settled down. Hayden Cardwell has ran down Cam Merriman once again. Now it'll be 4.5 to go. Is off on my calculations there. We're going to keep an eye on this battle because this is where it's at. James Edens seems well in control of that 3rd spot. Coming to 3 to go this time, and in lap traffic, Cameron Merriman, Hayden Cardwell. Cardwell going to go down to the inside, try to pull a big slider, gets into a lapper. He just wrecked himself and the lapper, and that's going to bring out a caution. Cardwell got it spun back around, but let's go look at this slider he throws into. Here he is looking under Cameron Merriman. Big slider, catches the grass, slides all the way up. I don't know if he knew the lapper was there or not. Gets a little bit of contact, spins him around, and then another little love tap there at the end of it. But that allows Edens to get up here into the 2nd spot. So now Cardwell in the 2nd spot if they're not handing him an EOL penalty, which we're going to have to see. That could shake things up. They're updating timing and scoring at the moment. I'm guessing Cardwell is going to have to go to the back here, giving him an EOL penalty for bringing out that caution, which means that puts the 85 of Tyler Schell up here on the podium. Cameron Merriman going to lead us to the green flag. We're going to go one more time around. Things were not set to go green. Might have heard race control there in the back saying we're going to wait one more lap. Still not going to go green. They're going to hold it off for another lap. It is Cameron Merriman, James Edens, Tyler Schell, Logan Rumsey, Gregory Lamy, Braden Eiler, Kendall Tucker, Joshua Snakey, and Alex Bergeron, your top 10. Actually, it's Bergeron, Williams, and Click, the top 10. Off on my math there. Was trying to adjust for timing and scoring. And missing it once again. And the pace truck going to have to come back out again because we're still not lined up correctly. Having some issues getting these guys lined back up. It would give you the top 10, but timing and scoring still figuring things out. Think we might be going green this time. We'll find out. Cameron Merriman going to lead us for a 2-lap shootout. Green, white checker to decide it here in week number 5. Eden's going to dive to the bottom. Crossover move coming here from Merriman. He's got the race lead. Here comes Tyler Schell and Logan Rumsey for the 3rd and 4th place positions. White flag in the air this time. Edens throws a slider that time. Can Merriman hold him off? Into 3 and 4. Here comes Tyler Schell in front of Merriman. They're going to wreck. I don't know how that's... let's see. Merriman's going to get the win. That was clear. Tyler Schell and Logan Rumsey going to get the podium spots here tonight. Chaos down to the final lap included. Rumsey finishes on the podium after the contact that sends Edens up into the catch fence. Lamy will round out the top 5. Tyler Schell's sitting on his driver's side door. So, hey, Rumsey stopping. He's going to try to help. This is Lamy trying to help Tyler Schell out. So that way you can get up here on the podium. Let's see, there's Cameron Merriman, and there is Logan Rumsey. We'll see if Tyler Schell can get that thing flipped back around and get up here on the podium or not. I think they're still trying to ram that 85 car around so that way they can get him up here. This might be some fun to talk to him about this one after it. All right, while they try to figure that out, we will get our finishers up here in the booth. Let's get our third place finisher up here, Logan Rumsey. Let's see if we have, I'm going to try one last time for a better camera view. Don't really have one. Rumsey kind of, we'll go with that one. That's what we're going to have to deal with. You can see Tyler Schell back there on his roof. Let's get Rumsey up here. Logan, do you got a copy?
Yes.
All right, man. Quite the finish there to the end of it. Finding yourself up on the podium there after a little bit of contact in front of you. What did you see as you exited turn 4?
Yeah, Shell just went in there and tried to get everything out of it, and I guess they all wrecked each other at the line.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I was trying to figure out how that would have came across. Thank you for technology and timing and scoring, letting us know you finished up there on the podium. What did you think of the race overall? It seemed pretty racy around the whole racetrack. I know Kokomo goes pretty quick. We clicked off, had a couple good green flag runs, but what did you think from your driver's seat?
Yeah, the racing was really good in the heat races, and then when it gets slick like that, it kind of just goes to the top, and it's really hard to make any moves.
All right, man. Is there anyone you want to thank before we let you go here tonight?
Yeah, Slick Sim Sport, Swindell Speed Lab, Braco Motorsports, 600cc Performance, and Color Contracting.
All right, that is your third place finisher, Logan Rumsey. We'll get our second place finisher up here in the booth here in just a second. We'll bring Tyler Schell up here. Tyler, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. First, the most obvious question. What the heck happened to your podium here? You're still sitting on the backstretch upside down.
I got wrecked after the flag was after the race. I guess somebody was a little mad.
It,
Hey, you have that in racing, right?
yeah, you do. It made for pretty good entertainment watching Lammy and a couple others try to flip your car back up so that way we could get you over here. But Rubbin's racing. You finish here second on the podium. You got a couple lucky breaks. Bergeron had some trouble, and a couple others. What was your takeaways from the race overall? And you know, sometimes the luck breaks your way, and you find yourself up here. So what do you think?
After Monday, this is a lot better. I didn't flip it out of the ballpark for once, but yeah, I felt pretty good during the feature. Make some changes for Monday, but definitely it took a lot away for the feature and stuff for going towards pro. But just keeping your car straight, being patient here. If you try to pass somebody and you screw up, you're gonna lose a lot of momentum. So you just gotta be patient on who you pass, like where you try to pass people and stuff. I was definitely kind of a little leery on passing, like throwing slide jobs because you really don't have a lot of momentum here. So just kind of staying behind a lot of people and just waiting for the right spot. But other than that, it was definitely just a smooth sailing race for me.
Well, you got some momentum rolling here in this series. Back-to-back podiums now. I don't know if you remember since we had a 3-week layover, but finished second 3 weeks ago, second now here this week. What's that mean for you going into next week?
Same mentality. Just race and just keep your nose clean and stuff, and just do what you do every race.
All right. Is there anyone you want to thank before we let you go?
Yep. Just like thank you everybody that sponsors this league, and then you for broadcast and Elbows Up Sim Sport, and then School of Sim Racing. If you ever need a one-on-one driver coaching, just hit up the Facebook page or the Discord. And then Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports B, Jessup Logistics, Paints by Tunigan, Hergot Real Estate, BSR, OL Photograph, Country Fence Apparel, Roofco, and Fairwind Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right, that is your second place finisher, Tyler Shell. He always cracks me up. One of the broadcasts we were doing earlier this week, he just rattles his sponsors off, man, off the top of his head like that so fast. And someone commented in the chat, did anyone catch what he even said? And kind of cracked me up, but he knows his sponsors like that, and that's always a good thing. All right, let's get your finisher up here, your race winner in here tonight, Cameron Merriman. Cam, do you got a copy?
I'm here.
All right, man. It's been a couple weeks, but you're finally up here on the top step of the podium once again. How's it feel?
Yeah, it's a good win despite my best efforts to give it away. I somehow ended up at the top of the podium between. I'm not exactly sure. I think Bergeron might have got caught up with a lap car. I think he and I had very similar pace, and then Cardwell was obviously much quicker than me. But I figured that with the amount of laps that we had left, and kind of the real estate and how the track drives, I figured I could kind of put myself in the way and make my car about 3 times as wide, and maybe give myself a chance that he wouldn't be able to actually stick a slider and remain there, with the track as burnt up as it was. And he got caught up with a lap car, and then the last lap was kind of crazy. I think James had a solid chance to beat me running around the outside, and then Shell came bombing in on a Hail Mary attempt, and it almost stuck. I kind of didn't know what to do there at the end, and just kind of held on and ended up, like I said, in first place. So felt rather gifted on that one, but kind of reflecting on the race, definitely had pace early, felt very strong, and then kind of felt like a sitting duck with the anchor out late, with all these guys hounding all over me, but somehow, here I am.
Yeah, you summed it up pretty well there, Cam, and it was pretty interesting, especially coming to the checkered flag. But it did seem like early on that it was going to be a two-driver shootout there between you and Alex. It looked like you guys, as you mentioned, had similar pace and looked really well. It would have been exciting if he had not got into that lapper, especially with you guys having to get deep into lap traffic. You were up to inside the top 15 before he got caught up there.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I think, the track had burned out by the point that, just prior to that caution, such that we had built up a sizable gap to the guys behind, that it wouldn't have mattered at that point, if Hayden were quicker than both of us, which he probably was, because we had such a substantial gap, and you just can't close that down. So yeah, it would have been just myself and Bergeron probably duking it out there for the last 20 laps, and that would have been an interesting dynamic. But yeah, like I said, once the caution comes out and you get bunched back up, it's enormously difficult to try and keep someone behind who's quicker. That's kind of like a hallmark of probably a lot of Bergeron's past races. He's able to build a substantial gap early, and then it doesn't matter if you're quicker than him late, you just can't close the gap. But the caution kind of does that for you. So, that caution that caught up Bergeron, that's unfortunate. I feel bad that he got. I didn't see it, but that sucks. But it made for a great race at the end.
All right, Cam, is there anyone you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Roger and everyone who puts on DSRL. Obviously, Wicked Cushion Esports. You guys at Dirt Racing Network putting this thing on the broadcast. Get to invite friends and family, whoever wants to watch. I can just send them a link to check out the broadcast. And you guys do a great job, make it very entertaining. So I appreciate everything you do, and Roger and all the sponsors who make DSRL happen. So appreciate it very much, and it's always a pleasure to come chat.
All right, and that is your race winner here tonight in week number 5, Cameron Merriman. Gene, I have to agree. Cam Merriman is a class act. He's also one of my favorites to interview post-race because he gives such in-depth interview and tells you exactly what he was thinking and just analyzes the whole race. I love listening to him talk, especially when he finishes out on the podium after the race. We'll give the results here for the night. Quick night here tonight at Kokomo. Cam Merriman obviously takes the race win. Let me get the results up here instead of the grid. Tyler Shell and Logan Rumsey, we heard from all 3 of them. They round out the podium. James Edens in 4th, Gregory Lammy in 5th, Kendall Tucker finishes 6th, Braden Eiler 7th, Joshua Stanky 8th, Alex Bergeron 9th, Ernie Williams in 10th, Kevin Click in 11th, Austin Simmelman in 12th, Devin Butts in 13th, Adam Elby in 14th, 15th, Hayden Cardwell, 16th, Michael Sheridan, 17th, Dustin Hall, 18th, Mason Hannigan, 19th, Clayton Davies, 20th, Jason Randolph, 21st, Andrew Hauser. 22nd, Nathan Davis. And 23rd, Rusty Kruger. That will end the night here for the Dirt Racing Network. It's going to seem like a real early night because it's only a single show here tonight. Going to have a brief rest period for Roger and I know he was harassing me a little bit the other night. I said, tomorrow night's an off night. And he said, get ready for a break already. No, not ready for a break, just ready to catch my breath, give my voice a break for about all of a day, and then we'll get back to it on Sunday. 5 shows on Sunday, starting bright and early at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Roger will have the NDRA late models, followed at 5 Eastern by the small block modifieds with the NDRA. Then he'll turn around at 8 o'clock and have the Hales Corner Speedway Series with the street stocks. And then at 9 o'clock Eastern, you have your option of either his late models with Hales Corner, or you can come join me on Facebook for the Dirt Kings Racing League for some more small block modifieds. And then we start it all back over during the week, starting with our DSRL series, the 360 sprint cars. That'll be a one show day as well. I guess we have shows coming up that haven't quite started yet that's really going to kick it into high gear, but it seemed like it was more than it actually was this week, because Tuesday's a one show day as well with the School of Sim Racing NARC 410 Sprint Car Series. That one's pretty late on Tuesday nights, but if you're around, come join us because it's a good one. At 10 Eastern, and then we're back to our Wednesday series. Sundays and Wednesdays are our busy days. As 8 Eastern on Wednesday, we have our DSRL Ump Mod series / Big Blocks. This coming week, they'll actually be running Big Blocks. Then at 9:30 Eastern, Roger and I will be pulling dual broadcast once again. He'll have the SSR NARC Big Block Modifieds at 9:30, and I'll have the Dirt Kings Racing League Ump Mod series at 9:30 on Facebook as well. 13 shows we have scheduled coming up here throughout the early part of 2021. We've made it through week number 1. Excited for week number 2 to commence here in just 2 more days. Thank you for watching, everybody, tonight. For everyone that sponsors the Dirt Racing Network and DSRL, for Roger Wagner, I'm Dom Santina. Hope to see you Sunday night or Sunday afternoon whenever you tune in. Thanks for watching tonight. Everyone stay safe. Have a good night.